Hello everyone. Today we will solve missing numbers problem. The problem says that given an array of nums containing n distinct numbers in the range 0 to n, return the only number in the range that is missing from the array. If we take this example, this is our array. The n will be equal to 3. So obviously the range will be from 0 to 3. For all the elements in the range 0 to 3 will be something like this. Now, if we keep on striking every element that is present in this range and that is present into the nums, we are left with only 2. So, 2 is the missing element in the array. Similarly, in this example, if we take this range and strike out all the elements, then we are left with only 2. So, 2 is the answer. Similarly, in this array as well, 8 is the missing element, so that's the answer. So, with this understanding, the most intuitive way to solve this is for every element in the range, for this range, find if it is present in the array or not. If it is not present, then that's the answer. However, if you see, our algorithm is based on to the efficient search. For every element into the range, we will have to do a search in the array. So, if we consider the most efficient way of search is log of n, that would be binary search, then for every element into the range, that will be into n. So the total complexity for us will be n of log of n. Now, if you say if the efficient search is so of a paramount importance, then why not use an hash set? What we will do is every element into the array, we will put that into the hash set, and from hash set we will check if every element into the range is present or not. In this case, this will work as well. However, for every element to put into hash set, we will have a time complexity of O of n, and to check every element from the range into the hash set, we will again have a time complexity of O of n, right? The space complexity for this will be O of n. With both of this approach, can we do better than this? And the answer is yes. So the algorithm will look something like this. Here what we have to do is find the sum of range between O of n. For this range we will find the sum. So for this the range would be 5 and it will be 50. And the second step is to find the sum of the array. So the sum of our array would be 3 plus 4 7, 1 8, 8 and 5 13. Right? Now the answer would be the difference between the sum of the range minus the sum of the array. So here the answer is 2. There are two ways to find the sum of an array. One might be with the formula, another is by calculating Inplace. We will talk about both of these ways with our pseudocode. So the formula will look something like this, that is n into n plus 1 by 2. So in this particular pseudocode, what we are doing is we are finding the length of the array. After that, this is the range sum with the formula that we discussed now. And here we are iterating throughout the array. With this iteration, we are calculating the sum of all the elements in the array. After that, we are just returning back the total sum minus sum, and this will be our solution. In this second solution, I am calculating the sum in place. So the calculated sum is the target sum. If you see, I have written one more for loop. This for loop will iterate through all the elements into the integer array n. So for here, I am calculating the sum. This sum is the local sum of the integer array, whereas the target sum itself is the sum of the range, right? For target sum, if you see, I am starting from I plus 1. Range start from 0, 1, 2, 3. The sum for 0 doesn't matter for us, so I am doing the target sum from 1 to n plus 1. N to 1 to n, sorry, 1 to n. Since this I will be for n minus 1. Alright, so with this we will get the target sum, with this we will get the sum, and we are returning back the target sum minus sum. Let's code this in actual coding environment and see how it goes. Here is the first algorithm. We are calculating the target sum via the formula. Then here we are calculating sum of all the elements into the array, and this is how we calculate our solution. Let's see if this works. Awesome, this works. Let's try to submit this. Alright, so this is getting in 0 milliseconds. Algorithm where here we are calculating the sum of the range. Here the sum of all the elements into the array, and this is how we are finding our solution. Let's see if this works. This works. Let's try to submit this as well. Awesome, we are beating the 100% and our calculation 0 milliseconds. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.